Hello, fictional. Welcome to the What If Essay. Today we are gonna see, what if Issei fell in love with a time traveler? If you end up liking this video, please consider subscribe, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Issei Hyoudou was a typical high school student with a not-so-typical passion for the occult. He often found himself delving into the realms of mythology, folklore, and supernatural phenomena. His classmates often teased him for his obsession with the unknown, but he didn't mind. Issei was, after all, a firm believer that there was more to the world than what met the eye. One sunny morning at Kuo Academy, as Issei sat in his classroom, his mind wandered into the mysteries of the universe. He was sketching a peculiar sigil in his notebook, pondering its possible significance when the classroom door swung open. The students' hushed whispers filled the room as a girl walked in. Amelia, as she introduced herself, had just transferred to Kuo Academy. Her striking appearance and air of mystery immediately captured the attention of everyone in the class, especially Issei. Her deep emerald green eyes held a certain enigmatic quality, and her long chestnut hair cascaded like a waterfall down her back. Issei couldn't help but be entranced by her presence. She was different, not just in looks, but in the way she carried herself. As she spoke to the teacher and took a seat near the back of the classroom, Issei couldn't help but steal glances at her. The morning passed slowly for Issei as he tried to focus on his lessons, but his thoughts kept drifting back to the enigmatic girl. Who was she, and what was her story? It was clear that she was a complete mystery, and for someone like Issei, who was fascinated by the unknown, this was an irresistible puzzle. Lunchtime finally arrived, and Issei gathered his courage to approach Amelia. He walked over to her desk and smiled nervously. "Hi, I'm Issei. I couldn't help but notice you're new here. Want to join me for lunch? I promise I don't bite." Amelia looked up from her book, her expression a mix of surprise and curiosity. She studied Issei for a moment before finally offering a warm smile. "Issei, is it? Sure, I'd love some company." Issei felt a rush of excitement as he led her to the school courtyard where they could enjoy their lunch. He couldn't believe his luck. This mysterious girl had agreed to have lunch with him, and he couldn't wait to learn more about her. Over sandwiches and juice boxes, Issei and Amelia engaged in small talk. Issei discovered that Amelia had moved to the area due to her parents' work, and she had a passion for history. Her eyes lit up as she talked about her favorite historical eras and the legends she was eager to uncover. Issei, feeling an immediate connection, couldn't help but share his own interests. He told her about his fascination with the occult and how he believed that there were hidden truths waiting to be discovered. To his surprise, Amelia didn't dismiss his interests as strange. Instead, she listened intently and even shared her thoughts on the matter. As the lunch period came to an end, Issei didn't want their conversation to stop. He blurted out, "Amelia, I know this might sound weird, but would you be interested in checking out an old library I know? It's filled with ancient texts and manuscripts. I think you'd love it." Amelia's eyes sparkled with excitement. "That sounds amazing, Issei. I'd love to explore the library with you." And so, with the promise of a new adventure on the horizon, Issei and Amelia's bond began to form. Little did they know that their chance encounter would lead to a love that transcended time itself. As they walked back to their classroom, a sense of destiny seemed to weave its threads around their hearts, setting the stage for a unique and extraordinary love story that would span the ages. As Issei and Amelia spent more time together, their connection deepened. They explored the ancient library Issei had mentioned, delving into dusty tomes filled with forgotten myths and legends. Each day brought new adventures, and Issei found himself looking forward to their time together, even more enchanted by the mysterious girl. One sunny afternoon, Issei and Amelia sat at their favorite spot in the library, surrounded by ancient books that whispered secrets of the past. Issei couldn't help but admire the way Amelia's eyes sparkled with curiosity as she examined an old manuscript. "Issei," Amelia began, her voice hesitant, "there's something I need to tell you. Something I've kept hidden for a long time, but I trust you, and I think it's time you know." Issei turned his full attention to her, a mixture of anticipation and concern filling his heart. "What is it, Amelia? You can tell me anything." Amelia took a deep breath and met his gaze. "I'm a time traveler." Issei blinked, momentarily stunned by her revelation. Time traveler? It sounded like something straight out of one of the occult books he'd read, a fantastical concept beyond the boundaries of everyday reality. But as he searched her earnest eyes, he could sense her sincerity. "The time traveler?" Issei finally asked, his voice tinged with disbelief. "You mean like in science fiction movies? Traveling through time, altering the past and future?" Amelia nodded. "Yes, exactly like that. I have the ability to traverse different eras at will. I've seen ancient civilizations rise and fall, witnessed historical events unfold, and explored worlds that no longer exist." Issei's mind reeled at the enormity of her revelation. It was a concept that challenged his understanding of the world. Time travel was something he had always dreamed of, a way to unlock the secrets of history and the unknown. But now, the unimaginable was sitting right in front of him. He leaned closer, studying Amelia's face, searching for any sign that she might be playing a prank or exaggerating. But her expression was sincere, and the weight of her words hung heavily in the air. "Why are you telling me this?" Issei asked, a mix of fascination and skepticism. Amelia sighed, "Because I've never met anyone like you, Issei. You're open-minded, passionate about the unknown, and I can sense your genuine interest. I want to share this part of my life with someone, and I want that someone to be you." Issei's skepticism began to wane as he realized the sincerity of Amelia's words. He had always longed for the extraordinary, and now, it seemed to have found him in the form of this mysterious girl. His curiosity and fascination overcame any doubts he might have had. "Amelia, this is incredible," Issei exclaimed, a wide grin spreading across his face. "I've always believed in the hidden mysteries of the world, and now you're telling me that time travel is real. I'm not sure how it works or what it means, but I want to learn more, and I want to be a part of this incredible journey with you." Amelia's eyes brightened with relief and joy. "Issei, you have no idea how happy that makes me. I've been traveling through time alone for so long, and now I have someone to share these experiences with. I promise, we'll embark on amazing adventures together, and we'll explore the secrets of history." And so, their bond deepened even further. Issei had found himself entwined in an extraordinary love story that transcended the boundaries of time. The mysteries of the past and the endless possibilities of the future awaited them, and they were ready to embark on this incredible journey together. Amelia's secret had brought them closer, forging a connection that defied the ordinary, and their lives were forever changed by this newfound revelation. The days that followed Amelia's revelation were filled with excitement and anticipation. Issei and Amelia spent countless hours poring over history books, preparing for their first time travel adventure. Issei's fascination with the occult had always driven him to seek out the unknown, and now, the opportunity to explore different eras was a dream come true. Finally, the day arrived for their first time travel journey. Amelia had prepared everything they needed, including a small intricately designed pocket watch, which she explained was the key to their temporal travels. Issei held it in his hands, marveling at the intricate details etched into its surface. Amelia's emerald green eyes sparkled with excitement as she looked at him. "Are you ready, Issei? We're about to embark on an adventure that few people can even imagine." Issei nodded, his heart pounding with a mixture of anticipation and nerves. "I'm ready, Amelia. Let's do this." With a reassuring smile, Amelia held the pocket watch in one hand and extended her other hand toward Issei. He took it, and with a sense of unity and purpose, they activated the time travel device. In an instant, they were transported to a world they had only read about in history books. The first thing Issei noticed was the breathtaking landscape of ancient Greece. They stood on a hill overlooking a bustling city, with white marble structures that gleamed in the golden sunlight. It was a sight to behold. "Is this ancient Greece?" Issei asked in wonder, unable to take his eyes off the mesmerizing view. Amelia nodded, her eyes filled with joy. "Yes, Issei. Welcome to Athens during the 5th century BC. We're about to witness some of the most significant moments in history." They spent their days exploring the city, mingling with philosophers like Socrates and Plato, and watching the birth of philosophy itself. Issei was in awe as he listened to the great minds of the past engage in intellectual debates, their ideas shaping the course of human thought. One day, Amelia took Issei to the ancient Olympic Games. As they stood among the cheering crowd, he marveled at the athleticism and camaraderie of the athletes. The air was filled with the exhilarating energy of competition and the shared dreams of victory. Issei couldn't contain his excitement as he turned to Amelia. "This is incredible. I can't believe we're here, witnessing history in the making." Amelia smiled, her eyes reflecting the same wonder. "I'm glad you're enjoying this, Issei. These experiences are what make time traveling so extraordinary." Their adventures in ancient Greece were nothing short of magical, and with each passing day, Issei's love for Amelia deepened. He admired her not only for her time-traveling abilities, but also for her profound knowledge and her ability to bring history to life. He had never met anyone like her, and he was falling for her more with each passing moment. As the sun set over Athens, casting a warm golden hue over the ancient city, Amelia and Issei shared a quiet moment. They sat on a marble bench overlooking the Acropolis, its majestic ruins standing as a testament to the enduring legacy of a bygone era. Issei turned to Amelia, his heart swelling with affection. "Amelia, this has been an incredible journey. I've learned so much and seen things I never thought possible. But there's something else I've discovered during our time here." Amelia met his gaze, her eyes reflecting the same depth of emotion. "What is it, Issei?" Issei took a deep breath and confessed, "I've fallen in love with you, Amelia. I can't imagine a future without you in it. You've shown me a world I never knew existed, and I want to be a part of your adventures, always." Amelia's heart skipped a beat as she reached for Issei's hand, their fingers intertwining. Issei, I've fallen for you too. I've never met someone who shares my passion for the unknown, and now, you're not just a part of my adventures, you're a part of my heart. And so, beneath the ancient Greek skies, Issei and Amelia's love blossomed, an extraordinary bond that transcended time and space. Their adventures were just beginning, and their hearts were filled with the promise of more incredible journeys together. With the birth of their love in the heart of history, their connection became a story for the ages, a love story that defied the boundaries of time itself. Issei and Amelia's adventures through time continued, their love growing stronger with each new era they explored. They had witnessed the rise and fall of empires, met historical figures, and experienced the beauty and wonders of different periods. However, they were about to learn that time travel wasn't just about discovery, it carried the weight of responsibility. One day, they decided to venture to Renaissance Italy, a time of great artistic and intellectual flourishing. The city of Florence beckoned with its grand architecture, and they found themselves amidst the likes of Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and other brilliant minds. The rich tapestry of art, science, and culture was captivating. As Issei and Amelia marveled at the works of art in Florence's museums, they were approached by a mysterious figure in a long, dark coat and fedora. The stranger introduced themselves as Agent Reynolds, a member of the Time Enforcement Agency, an organization dedicated to preserving the integrity of the timeline. You two aren't ordinary travelers, are you? Agent Reynolds inquired, eyeing them with suspicion. Issei and Amelia exchanged nervous glances. They had been careful not to leave any significant marks on history, but perhaps they had attracted unwanted attention. Amelia tried to keep her composure. What's the Time Enforcement Agency, and why are you here? Agent Reynolds explained, we monitor time travelers and ensure they don't disrupt the past, causing irreparable damage to the timeline. You've been moving through history quite conspicuously. We can't have anyone altering events. Issei, still captivated by the beauty of Renaissance Florence, responded, we haven't altered anything. We're just here to observe and learn. Agent Reynolds frowned, that may be true, but even observing can have unintended consequences. The mere presence of time travelers can create ripples in the timeline. We need to assess the situation and determine whether you pose a threat. Issei and Amelia realized they were in a difficult situation. They had only wanted to explore history, but they were now entangled with an agency determined to maintain the status quo. As they were escorted to a hidden facility by Agent Reynolds and other members of the Time Enforcement Agency, Issei and Amelia couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. The facility was filled with advanced technology and time travel monitoring equipment. It was clear that the agency took its mission seriously. Inside a dimly lit room, they were questioned about their activities and intentions. Issei and Amelia tried to explain that they had no desire to disrupt the timeline, but the agents remained skeptical. After hours of interrogation, they were allowed to leave, but not without a stern warning from Agent Reynolds, remember, your actions in the past have consequences. Be cautious, or we'll be watching. As they left the agency's facility, Issei and Amelia felt a mixture of relief and apprehension. The encounter with the Time Enforcement Agency had made them realize that their time-traveling adventures weren't without risks. Back in their own time, Issei and Amelia discussed their experience and the potential consequences of their actions. They decided to be even more careful during their travels, ensuring that their presence in the past would be as unobtrusive as possible. Their love for each other remained as strong as ever, but the weight of responsibility now accompanied their journeys through time. They understood the delicate balance they had to maintain, as altering the past could have dire consequences. Amelia turned to Issei, her expression serious, Issei, we must be more cautious from now on. The agency made it clear that our actions have consequences, and we mustn't take our adventures lightly. Issei nodded in agreement, you're right, Amelia. We'll continue to explore history, but we'll do so with the utmost care. Our love is a story that transcends time, and we must ensure it doesn't disrupt the flow of history. Their resolution was clear. They would continue their journeys through time, but with a heightened sense of responsibility. They would make sure their love story remained a tale of discovery and wonder, rather than one of disruption and chaos. As they held each other's hands, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead in their adventures through time, united by their unwavering love and their newfound understanding of the dangers of altering the past. But the encounter with the Time Enforcement Agency behind them, Issei and Amelia continued their adventures through time, but this time with a heightened sense of caution. They ventured to various historical eras, from the far reaches of ancient China to the heart of the European Renaissance, all while taking great care not to disrupt the timeline. As they explored the world's most captivating moments, Issei's fascination with history and his love for Amelia deepened with each journey. He found himself not only captivated by the beauty of the past, but also by the incredible woman who had introduced him to this extraordinary world. In the midst of an Egyptian bazaar, under the warm glow of the sun, Issei turned to Amelia. They were dressed in period-appropriate clothing, blending seamlessly with the locals. "Amelia," he began, his voice filled with warmth and admiration, "I can't help but think how incredible all of this is. I never imagined I'd be standing in ancient Egypt, experiencing the grandeur of the pyramids and the life of the pharaohs." Amelia smiled, her emerald eyes shimmering with affection. "I'm so glad you're enjoying this, Issei. There's so much more to see and explore. I can't wait to share it with you." As they continued their journey through the bustling bazaar, Issei realized that his fascination with history had transformed into something deeper. His love for Amelia had taken root, growing stronger with each passing moment. He couldn't deny the intense connection he felt with her, even if it meant facing the uncertainty of her time-traveling abilities. Their love story unfolded against the backdrop of history. In the romantic city of Paris during the Belle Epoque, they shared intimate moments under the Eiffel Tower, their hearts entwined as they watched the city lights glittering like stars. Issei found himself enchanted not only by the breathtaking views, but by the woman who had shown him a world he never knew existed. During a visit to ancient Rome, they explored the Colosseum, imagining the grandeur of gladiatorial contests. As they stood in the midst of the ancient ruins, Issei realized that his love for Amelia was as enduring as the centuries-old stone that surrounded them. But their journey was not without its challenges. The responsibility of preserving the timeline weighed heavily on them. They often encountered moments where they had to make difficult choices, such as not intervening in situations that tugged at their hearts. It was a reminder of the delicate balance they needed to maintain between their love and their duty as time travelers. One day, while exploring the heights of the Mayan civilization, they watched a young Mayan boy trying to save a wounded bird. Issei's heart ached as he saw the boy's determination to help the fragile creature. Amelia placed a hand on Issei's shoulder, her gaze filled with understanding. "Issei, we can't interfere. The consequences of altering even the smallest event could be catastrophic. It's a difficult part of being a time traveler." Issei nodded, though his heart ached for the young boy and the injured bird. He knew that their love was bound by a responsibility greater than themselves. As their journey continued, their love grew stronger. The uncertainty of Amelia's time-traveling abilities only served to strengthen their bond. Issei had come to accept the complexities of their relationship, embracing the unique nature of their love story. One evening, as they watched the sunset over the ruins of Machu Picchu, Issei took Amelia's hand in his, the golden light casting a warm glow upon them. "Amelia," he began, "I want you to know that I love you. I love you for showing me the wonders of the world, for helping me discover the mysteries of history, and for sharing this incredible journey with me." Amelia's eyes welled with tears of joy, and she squeezed Issei's hand. "Issei, I love you too. I love you for your curiosity, your willingness to embrace the unknown, and for accepting me with all my quirks and abilities. Our love is something truly special, something that transcends time." With their hearts intertwined and the echoes of history surrounding them, Issei and Amelia's love story continued to blossom. They had faced challenges and learned to navigate the complexities of time travel, but their love had only grown stronger, more resilient, and more extraordinary. As the sun set over another era, they knew that their love would endure, for it was a love that defied the boundaries of time itself. Amelia's love for Issei was unwavering, but her responsibilities as a time traveler weighed heavily on her heart. With each adventure they undertook, she felt the weight of the consequences of their actions in the past and the potential dangers that lay ahead in their future journeys. One evening, as they stood on the banks of the Nile River, gazing at the majestic pyramids of Giza under the starry Egyptian sky, Amelia turned to Issei with a pensive look on her face. "Issei," she began, her voice tinged with uncertainty, "I can't help but feel conflicted. Our love is the most beautiful thing in my life, but the consequences of our actions in the past haunt me." Issei turned to her, concern in his eyes. "Amelia, I understand that our time-traveling adventures have consequences, but we've been careful not to disrupt history. We've only observed, not altered." Amelia nodded, her gaze fixed on the ancient pyramids. "I know, but even our presence, our very existence, can create ripples in time. I've seen civilizations rise and fall, and I know how fragile the course of history can be. What if our love inadvertently changes the world in ways we can't foresee?" Issei took her hand gently. "Amelia, I love you, and I cherish every moment we spend together. But I also understand the weight of your duty. We'll be more cautious, we'll learn to minimize our impact. Our love is worth the challenges we face." Their shared promise hung in the air, a testament to their love and their shared determination to navigate the complexities of their unique relationship. As they continued to explore different eras, their understanding of the consequences of time travel deepened. They encountered moments in history that tempted them to intervene. Issei's heart ached as he watched the suffering of individuals in the past, but he remembered their vow to preserve the timeline. During a visit to the Viking Age, they witnessed a village under siege. The villagers, including children, were in grave danger as marauders laid siege to their homes. Issei's instinct was to help, but he knew they couldn't interfere. Amelia placed a reassuring hand on Issei's shoulder, her eyes reflecting the same anguish. "I wish we could help, Issei, but we mustn't alter the course of history, no matter how painful it is to watch." Their experiences with such difficult moments created a tension in their relationship. Amelia felt torn between her love for Issei and her duty as a time traveler, while Issei struggled with a desire to alleviate the suffering they encountered. One evening, as they stood on the precipice of an ancient Mayan temple, Issei couldn't help but express his frustration. "Amelia, I love you, and I understand the importance of preserving the timeline. But it's so hard to watch people suffer and not do anything. It feels like we're being forced to choose between our love and our moral compass." Amelia nodded, tears glistening in her eyes. "Issei, I feel the same way. I'm torn between my love for you and my responsibility to history. I fear that our future adventures may become even more challenging as we navigate this dilemma." Their shared pain created an unspoken understanding between them. The love they shared was unbreakable, but it was also accompanied by a sense of unease, a dilemma that seemed to grow with each new era they explored. As the days turned into weeks, their adventures continued. They witnessed the fall of empires, the rise of great thinkers, and the moments that shaped the course of human history. With each journey, Issei and Amelia's love was tested, their devotion to each other, and their commitment to preserving the timeline growing stronger. Their love story was an intricate tapestry woven with both wonder and complexity. The challenges they faced as time travelers added depth to their bond, making it clear that their love was worth the dilemmas they encountered. With the past behind them and the future waiting to be explored, Issei and Amelia knew that their love would continue to transcend time. Their unique and extraordinary journey had only just begun, and they were prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united by their unwavering love and their shared commitment to preserving the fabric of history. Issei and Amelia's time-traveling adventures continued, their love story unfolding with each journey through history. As they navigated the delicate balance between their love and their responsibility to the timeline, a weighty secret lingered in the background, one that Amelia had carried with her for as long as she could remember. One evening, as they found themselves in Victorian London, strolling through gaslit streets and taking in the sights and sounds of a bygone era, Amelia's thoughts seemed preoccupied. Issei noticed her distraction and gently asked, "Amelia, is something on your mind?" Amelia hesitated, her gaze lingering on the historic architecture of the city. "There's something I need to share with you, Issei. Something that's been a part of my family for generations, and it's time you knew." Issei's curiosity piqued as he watched Amelia, her eyes reflecting a mixture of apprehension and determination. He gave her a reassuring nod, encouraging her to open up. Amelia took a deep breath and began, "My ability to time travel isn't just a unique gift, it's a family legacy. It has been passed down through generations. My family has always been tasked with preserving the integrity of the timeline." Issei's eyes widened in surprise. "So, it's not just you? Your entire family is involved in time travel?" Amelia nodded, her voice tinged with a sense of gravity. "Yes, that's right. It's a secret that's been closely guarded. We have a duty to ensure that the past remains unaltered and that the consequences of time travel are managed." Issei felt a mixture of amazement and apprehension. The idea of an entire family involved in time travel was both extraordinary and overwhelming. He realized that their love story was intertwined with a legacy that went beyond their relationship. Amelia continued, "My family has always known the potential dangers of time travel. The encounter with the Time Enforcement Agency was not the first. There have been many instances where we've had to face consequences and navigate the complexities of preserving the timeline." Issei couldn't help but feel a sense of connection to Amelia's family. He admired their dedication to preserving history and understood the weight of their responsibilities. "I understand why you were torn between your love for me and your duty, Amelia. Your family's legacy is important and I'm honored to be a part of it." Amelia's eyes softened with relief. "Issei, I'm so glad you understand. You're not just a part of my heart, you're now a part of our family legacy. I want us to carry on this responsibility together." Their shared understanding deepened their bond, and Issei realized that his love for Amelia was not only a love for the woman he cherished, but also a love for the legacy they were inheriting. He embraced his role in preserving the timeline, knowing that their love story was now intertwined with a duty that had been passed down through generations. As they continued their time-traveling adventures, they found themselves approaching each era with a renewed sense of purpose. They were no longer just observers of history, but guardians of the timeline. Their love story became a testament to their commitment to preserving the past, even as they explored its wonders. The challenges they faced took on a new significance, and they learned to navigate the complexities of time travel with a sense of shared responsibility. Issei and Amelia's love story was no longer just about their personal connection, it was about the legacy they were carrying forward. But the knowledge of their family's duty and a future filled with adventures through time, Issei and Amelia were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their love story was a unique blend of wonder and responsibility, a tale that transcended time itself, and they were determined to carry it forward with grace and purpose. Issei and Amelia's love story had evolved into a unique blend of wonder, responsibility, and shared legacy. With each time-traveling adventure, their commitment to preserving the timeline had deepened, and their love had grown stronger. However, their greatest challenge lay ahead, a test that would put their relationship and their duty to the ultimate test. One evening, as they stood in a quiet corner of ancient Rome, the sun setting over the grandeur of the Colosseum, Amelia turned to Issei with a solemn expression. "Issei, there's a pivotal moment in history that we must revisit. It's a world-changing event, and it's our responsibility to ensure that it occurs as it should." Issei's curiosity was piqued, and he furrowed his brows. "What event are you talking about, Amelia? Why is it so important?" Amelia took a deep breath, her eyes reflecting a mixture of determination and concern. "It's the discovery of the Rosetta Stone. This artifact played a crucial role in deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphics and unlocking the secrets of ancient Egypt. If we don't ensure its discovery, it could alter the course of history significantly." Issei grasped the significance of what she was saying. The Rosetta Stone was a key to understanding the language and culture of ancient Egypt, and its discovery had provided invaluable insights into a civilization that had remained shrouded in mystery for centuries. Amelia continued, "We've always been observers of history, but this time, we must take an active role in preserving it. We must ensure that the Rosetta Stone is found by the French troops during their occupation of Egypt in 1799. Issei nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. "I see, Amelia. It's a pivotal moment in history, and we can't afford to let it be altered. Our love and our legacy depend on it." With a shared resolve, Issei and Amelia activated the time travel device, preparing to journey to 1799 Egypt. As they arrived in the midst of the tumultuous era, they found themselves amidst French troops and the chaos of war. Their mission was clear. They needed to ensure that the Rosetta Stone, an inscribed stone that held the key to understanding Egyptian hieroglyphics, was discovered and preserved. The fate of their relationship, their legacy, and the course of history itself hung in the balance. Issei and Amelia spent days moving discreetly among the French troops, their eyes trained on the stone's hiding place. It was a tense and challenging operation, and the weight of their mission bore heavily on them. One evening, as they observed the French troops in a makeshift camp, Amelia turned to Issei, her voice filled with determination. "Issei, the time has come. We need to ensure that the Rosetta Stone is discovered and preserved. I'll create a distraction to divert the troops' attention. When the opportunity arises, you must guide the soldiers to the stone's location." Issei nodded, his heart pounding with a mixture of anxiety and determination. "I understand, Amelia. We can't let history be altered. Our love and our legacy depend on this." As the night fell, Amelia executed her diversion plan flawlessly. The French troops were drawn away from their camp, leaving an opportunity for Issei to guide them to the location of the Rosetta Stone. With careful guidance, Issei led the soldiers to the stone's hiding place, and they soon uncovered the ancient artifact. The discovery was met with astonishment and excitement, and the stone was transported to safety. Amelia's diversion plan had worked, and the fate of the Rosetta Stone remained unaltered. History had been preserved, and their mission had been a success. As they left 1799 Egypt and returned to their own time, Issei and Amelia shared a moment of relief and reflection. The weight of their responsibility and the love they shared had been put to the ultimate test, and they had emerged victorious. Their love story was not just about the wonder of time travel and the beauty of history, it was about their unwavering commitment to preserving the past and protecting the legacy they had inherited. As they held each other's hands, their connection felt stronger than ever. Issei and Amelia knew that they were meant to be together, not only as time travelers, but as partners in love and in duty. Their journey through time had been filled with challenges and moments of uncertainty, but it had also been a testament to the enduring power of their love and their commitment to preserving history. With the Rosetta Stone safely preserved, Issei and Amelia's love story continued, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their bond was unbreakable, their legacy secure, and their love transcended time itself. Issei and Amelia's love had weathered numerous challenges and trials, from encounters with the Time Enforcement Agency to their duty in preserving pivotal moments in history. With each journey through time, their bond grew stronger and their connection deepened. Yet, as they explored different eras and faced adversity in various forms, their love was about to be put to the test once more. The time-traveling couple found themselves in a tumultuous period during the height of the American Civil War. The cries of battle, the acrid smell of gunpowder, and the heart-wrenching sights of wounded soldiers filled the air. Amelia turned to Issei with a grave expression, her voice filled with concern. "Issei, this is one of the most challenging eras we've encountered. The Civil War has left an indelible mark on American history, and we need to ensure that the right decisions are made to shape the future as it should be. Issei understood the gravity of the situation. The American Civil War had divided the nation and had far-reaching consequences, including the abolition of slavery. Their mission was clear. They needed to ensure that the course of history remained on the right path. As they navigated the chaos of the Civil War, Issei and Amelia encountered individuals from all walks of life, each with their own stories of courage, sacrifice, and hope. They witnessed the resilience of soldiers, the strength of women on the home front, and the unbreakable spirit of those who believed in a better future. One day, they found themselves in a field hospital, a makeshift place of healing and solace for wounded soldiers. The scene was heart-wrenching, with medics working tirelessly to save lives. As Issei and Amelia moved among the injured, they were struck by the devastating impact of the war. Amelia's eyes glistened with tears as she whispered to Issei, "This is the harsh reality of history, Issei. We must ensure that these sacrifices are not in vain." Issei nodded, his heart heavy with empathy. "I understand, Amelia. Our love and our duty demand that we make the right choices." Their journey through the Civil War presented numerous challenges and moments of heartache. The weight of history bore down on them, and the responsibility to preserve the timeline felt more significant than ever. As they encountered pivotal moments, they worked tirelessly to ensure that the course of history remained unaltered. Their dedication to preserving the legacy of the past, along with their commitment to their love, provided them with the strength to face the adversity of the era. During a particularly intense battle, Issei and Amelia found themselves caught in the crossfire. As the sound of gunfire echoed around them, they sought refuge behind a tree. Issei's heart raced as he looked at Amelia, fear and concern etched on his face. "Amelia, this is so dangerous," he said, his voice trembling with worry. "I can't bear the thought of anything happening to you." Amelia's eyes met his, filled with both fear and determination. "Issei, we've faced challenges together, and we've always emerged stronger. Our love is our strength, and it will see us through." The battle raged on around them, and their connection was a source of solace and courage. They continued to make the right decisions to preserve the course of history, even in the face of adversity. Their love, unwavering and unbreakable, was a beacon of hope in a tumultuous time. Issei and Amelia knew that their journey through history was a testament to the enduring power of love and the strength they found in each other. As the Civil War era came to a close and they returned to their own time, Issei and Amelia felt a deep sense of accomplishment. They had faced adversity, preserved the legacy of history, and emerged stronger in their love. Their journey through time had reaffirmed their commitment to each other and to their duty as time travelers. The challenges they faced had only deepened their bond, and they were ready to face whatever the future held, united by a love that transcended time itself. But their shared experiences as a testament to their love and their duty, Issei and Amelia continued their journey through history, knowing that their connection was unbreakable, their legacy secure, and their love enduring across the ages. Issei and Amelia's love had endured countless challenges and tests as they traveled through time, preserving the timeline while deepening their connection. However, a moment of heart-wrenching decision lay ahead, one that would test the limits of their love and change their lives forever. Their next destination was the pivotal moment surrounding the sinking of the Titanic. Issei and Amelia found themselves on the luxurious, ill-fated ship, witnessing the opulence of the early 20th century and the tragic events that would soon unfold. As they explored the grandeur of the ship, their duty as time travelers weighed heavily on them. They knew that the sinking of the Titanic was a pivotal moment in history, and they were determined to ensure it unfolded as it should. One evening, as they stood on the ship's deck, gazing at the vast moonlit ocean, Amelia turned to Issei with a heavy heart. "Issei, this is one of the most challenging moments we've faced. The sinking of the Titanic is a tragedy that has left a lasting impact on history. We must make sure that the course of events remains unchanged." Issei nodded, his voice filled with a sense of determination. "I understand, Amelia. We have a duty to preserve the past. Our love has carried us through numerous challenges, and it will see us through this as well." As the fateful night of the Titanic sinking approached, Issei and Amelia were faced with a difficult choice. They had to ensure that certain passengers who played key roles in the disaster were on board the ship, thus preserving the timeline. It was a painful decision that tugged at their hearts. Amelia's voice trembled as she spoke to Issei. "Issei, we have to make sure that history follows its course, no matter how difficult it is. Some lives will be lost, but we must protect the timeline." Issei's eyes welled with tears, his voice filled with anguish. "I know, Amelia. It's a heartbreaking choice, but it's our responsibility." As the Titanic struck the iceberg, chaos ensued, and the ship began its slow descent into the icy depths of the Atlantic Ocean. Issei and Amelia did everything they could to ensure that the pivotal events unfolded as they should. Their hearts ached as they watched a tragedy unfold, helpless to intervene. Amidst the chaos and desperation, Issei and Amelia held each other, finding strength in their love and the shared understanding of their duty. The sacrifice they had made was heart-wrenching, but it was a testament to their commitment to preserving history. As the Titanic slipped beneath the waves, their duty was fulfilled, but the weight of their sacrifice hung heavy in the air. Issei and Amelia knew that their love had seen them through countless challenges, but this was a sacrifice that had altered the course of their lives. Returning to their own time, the couple's shared pain was palpable. They had faced adversity, preserved history, and sacrificed for the greater good, but the emotional toll was undeniable. One evening, as they sat in their home, their hearts heavy with the memory of the Titanic, Amelia turned to Issei, her voice filled with sadness. Issei, our love has carried us through so much, but the sacrifice we made for the Titanic has changed us. I'm no longer the same person I was when we began this journey. Issei reached out and gently took Amelia's hand. I know, Amelia. Our journey has been filled with wonder and responsibility, but it has also brought pain and sacrifice. Our love is our strength, and we'll find a way to navigate the changes it has brought. Amelia's eyes glistened with tears as she spoke. Issei, there's something I need to tell you. The sacrifice we made for the Titanic has left a permanent mark on me. My time-traveling abilities have been altered, and I can no longer travel through time. Issei's heart sank as he processed her words. The realization that Amelia could no longer time travel was a heavy blow, and it left them both with a profound sense of loss. As they faced the reality of Amelia's sacrifice, they knew that their journey had taken a toll on them, and their love had been tested to its limits. Their connection remained unbreakable, but their path had been forever altered by the sacrifices they had made. Issei and Amelia had faced the ultimate test, a sacrifice that had changed their lives and left an indelible mark on their love story. Yet, they were determined to move forward, united by the enduring power of their love, their shared responsibility, and the legacy they had inherited. Their journey through time had been a testament to the complexities of love and duty, and as they faced the challenges of the future, they were prepared to embrace their new path, knowing that their love would always transcend time itself. The sacrifice Amelia had made for the preservation of history had forever altered their lives and their love story. Issei and Amelia had faced numerous challenges and tests throughout their time-traveling adventures, but the consequences of their actions were beginning to catch up with them in a way they could never have anticipated. One evening, as they sat in their home, the weight of their responsibilities and the changes they had witnessed weighed heavily on their hearts. Amelia turned to Issei, her voice tinged with worry. Issei, I can sense that something is amiss. The consequences of our actions are beginning to ripple through time. There's a disturbance in the fabric of history. Issei furrowed his brows, his concern growing. What do you mean, Amelia? Are we facing the consequences of the sacrifices we made for the timeline? Amelia nodded, her voice filled with apprehension. Yes, Issei, it's more than that. It's as if time itself is unraveling, and we may have inadvertently triggered a temporal paradox. The chill ran down Issei's spine as he considered the implications of a temporal paradox. It was a phenomenon that could disrupt the very fabric of time, creating a chain reaction of alterations that could threaten the existence of the world as they knew it. Amelia continued, I fear that the temporal paradox is linked to our actions during our time-traveling adventures. The sacrifice we made for the Titanic may have set off a chain reaction that threatens to unravel the timeline itself. Issei's mind raced as he thought about the consequences of their actions. The sacrifices they had made were intended to preserve history, but it seemed they had unwittingly unleashed a greater threat. Determined to uncover the source of the temporal paradox, Issei and Amelia decided to embark on a journey through time once more. Their mission was twofold: to understand the nature of the paradox and to find a way to rectify the disruptions it had caused. Their travels took them to various moments in history, from the great libraries of ancient Alexandria to the scientific discoveries of the Renaissance. Along the way, they encountered signs of temporal instability, moments in history that no longer made sense, and events that were unraveling before their eyes. As they delved deeper into their investigations, Issei and Amelia realized that the paradox was intricately linked to their time-traveling adventures. The choices they had made, the sacrifices they had undertaken, and the responsibility they had borne were all contributing factors to the disruption in the timeline. Amelia's voice was filled with guilt as she spoke to Issei. Issei, it's clear that our love and our duty have set off this temporal paradox. I never intended for this to happen, but our actions may have pushed the boundaries of time itself. Issei, while grappling with the weight of their actions, placed a reassuring hand on Amelia's shoulder. Amelia, we didn't foresee this outcome, but we can't let the paradox threaten the existence of the world. We must find a way to rectify it, no matter the cost. Their journey through time became a race against time itself, as the paradox continued to expand and create temporal anomalies that threatened to change history irreversibly. During their travels, Issei and Amelia encountered individuals who had been affected by the temporal disruptions. They witnessed firsthand the confusion and disarray that had been unleashed by the paradox. It was a stark reminder of the responsibility they bore and the necessity of rectifying the situation. As they continued their investigations, they discovered a possible solution: a rare artifact known as the temporal key. This powerful object had the ability to restore the fabric of time and correct the disruptions caused by the paradox. The quest for the temporal key led them to the far reaches of time, from the dawn of civilization to the distant future. Along the way, they faced challenges, encountered ancient guardians, and unraveled secrets that had remained hidden for millennia. Amelia and Issei's determination and unwavering love propelled them forward in their mission. They knew that the very existence of the world depended on their success, and they were prepared to make whatever sacrifices were necessary to restore the timeline. Finally, after a long and arduous journey, they found the temporal key in a hidden chamber in ancient Mesopotamia. The artifact pulsed with a radiant energy, and they knew that it held the power to correct the temporal paradox. With the temporal key in their possession, Issei and Amelia returned to their own time, ready to use it to restore the fabric of history and rectify the disruptions they had unwittingly caused. As they prepared to activate the temporal key, Amelia turned to Issei, her voice filled with determination. "Issei, our love and our duty have brought us to this moment. We must use the temporal key to rectify the paradox, no matter the cost." Issei nodded, his heart heavy with the responsibility they bore. "Amelia, we've come so far, and our love has carried us through it all. We'll restore the timeline and protect the existence of the world." With their unwavering love and their duty as time travelers, Issei and Amelia activated the temporal key, sending out a powerful surge of energy that began to mend the disruptions in the timeline. As the paradox unraveled and the fabric of time was restored, Issei and Amelia knew that they had faced their greatest challenge and had emerged victorious. Their love and their commitment to preserving history had seen them through the temporal turmoil. Their journey through time had tested the limits of their love and their duty, but it had also reaffirmed the enduring power of their connection. As they looked to the future, Issei and Amelia knew that their love was not only a testament to the complexities of time travel, but a beacon of hope that could transcend any challenge, even the threat of a temporal paradox. With their shared experiences and their unwavering love, Issei and Amelia continued their journey through history, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united by their enduring bond and the legacy they had inherited. Issei and Amelia had discovered the temporal key, a powerful artifact that held the potential to rectify the temporal paradox they had unwittingly unleashed upon the timeline. With the weight of history and the fate of the world on their shoulders, they embarked on a desperate quest to use the key to restore the fabric of time. As they stood before the temporal key, radiating with an otherworldly energy, the sense of urgency was palpable. Issei and Amelia exchanged a determined glance, their love for each other serving as the driving force behind their unwavering determination. Amelia placed her hand on the temporal key, its ancient symbols glowing brightly as she activated its power. A surge of energy enveloped them, and they were transported to a realm outside of time, a place where the threads of history intertwined and unraveled. Their journey through this timeless space was both surreal and disorienting. They encountered fragments of moments they had witnessed throughout their time-traveling adventures: ancient battles, scientific discoveries, and pivotal decisions. It was as if the very essence of time itself was on the brink of collapse. Issei turned to Amelia, their eyes reflecting a mixture of determination and concern. "Amelia, we must navigate this temporal maze and reach the heart of the paradox. Only then can we use the temporal key to restore the timeline." Amelia nodded, her voice filled with resolve. "We'll face the chaos of time together, Issei. Our love has carried us through so much, and it will guide us through this as well." Their journey through the temporal maze was filled with challenges and obstacles. They encountered temporal anomalies that threatened to pull them into alternate realities, moments in history that no longer made sense, and disruptions that defied the laws of time itself. With their shared determination and the power of the temporal key, they pressed forward, determined to reach the heart of the paradox and set things right. Their love was a constant source of strength, providing them with the courage to face the chaos of time head-on. As they delved deeper into the temporal maze, they began to realize the true nature of the paradox. It was a result of their actions, their sacrifices, and the responsibility they had borne as time travelers. The consequences of their choices had created a chain reaction that threatened to unravel history itself. Amelia turned to Issei, her voice filled with sorrow. "Issei, it's clear that our love and our duty have set off this temporal paradox. We've inadvertently pushed the boundaries of time, and it's up to us to make things right." Issei nodded, his heart heavy with the weight of their responsibility. "Amelia, we'll face the consequences of our actions, and we'll use the temporal key to rectify the timeline. Our love will guide us through this chaos." The closer they came to the heart of the paradox, the more intense the disruptions became. Moments in history clashed and overlapped, creating a cacophony of events that defied logic. Issei and Amelia pressed on, determined to reach their destination. Finally, they arrived at the epicenter of the temporal paradox, a place where time itself seemed to stand still. The very essence of history was in flux, and the consequences of their actions had created a rift in the fabric of time. But the temporal key in hand, Issei and Amelia activated its power, sending out a surge of energy that began to mend the disruptions in the timeline. The process was both exhilarating and exhausting as they worked tirelessly to restore the balance of time. As the paradox unraveled and the timeline was rectified, Issei and Amelia knew that their love had carried them through their greatest challenge. Their journey through time had tested the limits of their connection, but it had also reaffirmed the enduring power of their bond. Finally, with the paradox resolved, they returned to their own time, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment. The responsibility they had borne and the sacrifices they had made had been for the greater good, and their love had seen them through it all. As they stood in the present, Issei and Amelia looked to the future with a renewed sense of purpose. Their journey through time had been a testament to the complexities of love and duty, and their bond had only grown stronger as a result. With their shared experiences and their unwavering love, Issei and Amelia continued their journey through history, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their connection was unbreakable, their legacy secure, and their love was a beacon of hope that could transcend any obstacle, even the chaos of a temporal paradox. Their love story, marked by wonder and responsibility, had carried them through time itself, and they were prepared to face the adventures of the future, united by the enduring power of their love and the legacy they had inherited. The journey through time, the sacrifices they had made, and the battle against the temporal paradox had tested Issei and Amelia's love to its limits. The weight of their responsibilities and the challenges they had faced had taken a toll on their relationship. As they returned to their own time, they found themselves in need of reconciliation and a deeper understanding of each other. The consequences of their actions, especially the sacrifice Amelia had made for the Titanic, had left them both with lingering doubts and insecurities. They sat in their home, the room filled with a heavy silence as they contemplated the road ahead. Issei broke the silence, his voice tinged with uncertainty. Amelia, our journey through time has been incredible, but it has also left us with scars. The sacrifices we made, especially for the Titanic, still weigh on my heart. Amelia nodded, her eyes reflecting a sense of regret. Issei, I never wanted our love to be marred by the pain of our decisions. But the temporal paradox forced us to make difficult choices, and I understand the toll it has taken on us. Their love, once unbreakable, had been tested to the point of breaking. The doubts and insecurities that had crept in were like shadows cast on their connection. Issei continued, Amelia, I know we did what we had to do to protect the timeline, but the sacrifice was so painful. I couldn't bear the thought of you being hurt, and now I can't help but wonder if our love is strong enough to withstand the scars. Amelia's voice was filled with sorrow. Issei, I'm tormented by the thought of the sacrifice I made, and I fear that it has changed our relationship forever. I'm so sorry for the pain it has caused. Issei reached out and took Amelia's hand, their fingers intertwining as they looked into each other's eyes. Amelia, our love has carried us through so much, and I believe it can carry us through this as well. We must confront our doubts and insecurities and find a way to reconcile our past with our future. Amelia nodded, a glimmer of hope in her eyes. You're right, Issei. We must face the pain we've caused and work through our doubts. Our love is too important to let it be overshadowed by the scars of our journey. Their journey through time had brought them to a crossroads, a moment of reckoning where they had to confront their doubts and insecurities. The love that had seen them through numerous challenges was the beacon of hope that would guide them through this as well. Over the following days, Issei and Amelia engaged in heartfelt conversations, laying their doubts and insecurities bare. They shared their pain and their regrets, their fears and their hopes, and they listened to each other with empathy and understanding. As they worked through the emotional toll their journey had taken on their relationship, they began to realize that their love was not defined by the scars of the past, but by the strength and resilience they had shown in facing those challenges. Issei's voice was filled with conviction as he spoke to Amelia. Amelia, our love is not just a beautiful story, it's a testament to our determination and our shared experiences. We may have scars, but they are part of our journey, and they don't define our love. Amelia's eyes glistened with tears of gratitude. Issei, I love you more than anything, and I'm so grateful for your understanding and your unwavering support. Our love is our strength, and I believe in us. Their reconciliation marked a turning point in their relationship. They had confronted the doubts and insecurities that had threatened to overshadow their love, and they had emerged stronger for it. Their journey through time had tested the limits of their connection, but it had also deepened their understanding of each other. As they looked to the future, Issei and Amelia knew that their love was not only a beautiful story of time travel and responsibility, but a testament to the enduring power of their bond. With their shared experiences and their unwavering love, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united by the reconciliation that had reaffirmed the strength of their connection. Their love story was a unique blend of wonder and responsibility, and they were determined to embrace the adventures of the future with a renewed sense of purpose and a love that could transcend any obstacle. Issei and Amelia had confronted their doubts and insecurities, reconciling the scars left by their time-traveling journey. Their love, once tested to its limits, had emerged stronger, and they were ready to face the adventures of the future with a renewed sense of purpose and a love that could transcend any obstacle. Their journey through time had been marked by wonder and responsibility, and they had learned valuable lessons about the complexities of love and duty. With the timeline restored and the temporal paradox rectified, they now faced an uncertain future, free from the immediate threat of disruptions in history. As they stood together in their home, their hands entwined, the possibilities of the future stretched out before them like an open book. Issei turned to Amelia, his voice filled with anticipation. "Amelia, we've faced so much together, and our love has carried us through it all. What do you see for our future?" Amelia's eyes sparkled with hope as she spoke. "Issei, our love is stronger than ever, and our experiences have made us wiser. I see a future filled with adventures, both in the present and the past. We have a unique responsibility to preserve history, and I believe in our ability to do so." Their love was the driving force behind their shared sense of purpose. With their unique legacy as time travelers and the strength of their bond, they were ready to embark on a new chapter in their lives. In the coming days, Issei and Amelia continued to explore different eras and pivotal moments in history, their shared experiences cementing their legacy as time travelers. They encountered historical figures, witnessed great discoveries, and played a role in ensuring that history unfolded as it should. Their journey through time had transformed from a responsibility into a shared adventure. With each new era they visited, their love deepened, and they found joy in preserving the timeline. One evening, as they stood in the midst of the Renaissance, surrounded by the brilliance of art and science, Issei turned to Amelia with a smile. "Amelia, our journey through time has taught us that love and duty can coexist. I'm grateful for the experiences we've had and the bond we've formed." Amelia nodded, her eyes filled with appreciation. "Issei, our love has been the guiding light through it all. I'm excited to continue our adventures and protect the legacy of history." Their love story, once marked by challenges and sacrifices, had transformed into a testament to the enduring power of their bond. As they embraced the adventures of the future, they did so with a sense of purpose, a commitment to their duty as time travelers, and a love that transcended time itself. With their shared experiences and their unwavering love, Issei and Amelia looked to the future with anticipation and a sense of wonder. The possibilities of their journey through time were endless, and they were prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united by their enduring connection and the legacy they had inherited. Their love was a unique blend of wonder and responsibility, a love that had carried them through countless trials and tribulations, and a love that would continue to shape their journey into the future. As they ventured into the unknown, they did so with a deep sense of purpose, knowing that their love was a force that could transcend time itself. Issei and Amelia's love had withstood the test of time, quite literally. Their journey through history, marked by wonder and responsibility, had tested the limits of their connection, but it had also deepened their bond in ways they could never have imagined. As they ventured into the future, their love would continue to transcend the boundaries of time and space. With a sense of purpose and the temporal key in hand, Issei and Amelia explored various eras, preserving history and ensuring that pivotal moments unfolded as they should. Their shared experiences as time travelers had made them a unique couple, a pair bound by both love and duty. One evening, as they stood in the midst of a bustling city in the future, Issei turned to Amelia, his eyes filled with gratitude. "Amelia, our love has carried us through so much, and our journey through time has shaped us in ways we couldn't have anticipated. I'm grateful for the experiences we've had and the love we share." Amelia smiled, her heart filled with appreciation. "Issei, our journey through time has been a testament to the enduring power of our love. We are bound by a unique legacy, and I wouldn't want to share this adventure with anyone else." Their love story, marked by trials and tribulations, had transformed into an epic romance that spanned across eras. Their love was a beacon of hope that could transcend any challenge, leaving an indelible mark on the fabric of time itself. As they continued to explore the past, present, and future, Issei and Amelia faced whatever challenges came their way with unwavering determination. Their shared sense of purpose and their commitment to preserving history guided them through each era they visited. Amelia's voice was filled with conviction as she spoke to Issei. "Issei, our love has carried us through time itself, and I believe in our ability to shape the course of history. Together, we can continue to protect the legacy of the past." Issei nodded, his heart brimming with hope. "Amelia, our love is a force that transcends time and space. We'll face the future with a sense of wonder and the knowledge that our bond is unbreakable." Their journey through time had brought them to a place of understanding and a deep appreciation for the complexities of love and duty. As they ventured into the future, they did so with a profound sense of purpose, knowing that their love was not only a testament to their enduring bond, but a legacy that would leave an indelible mark on the fabric of time itself. With their shared experiences and their unwavering love, Issei and Emilia looked to the future with anticipation and a sense of wonder. The possibilities of their journey through time were endless, and they were prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united by the enduring power of their love. And so, their unique love story continued, an epic romance that spanned across eras and left an indelible mark on the fabric of time itself. Issei and Emilia, time travelers bound by love and duty, were ready to face the adventures of the future, preserving history and transcending the boundaries of time and space, together, forever through time. End of the here. So that's it for today's video guys. Before you go, just like the video and share it with your friends. Bye.